This is Pastor Les Chemist. Welcome back to Cruisin' the Narrow Road. We are trying to get this whole video thing going again. I'm out of practice, big time, and forgot to plug my mic in again. Last time I plugged it in without the adapter, so it didn't work. Oh, I'm having struggles getting the moto vlogs on the go this year. It's been a challenge. Pardon me for any wind. It's a lot cooler today. It's only about 8 degrees Celsius. Oh, I'll get sorted out after a while. I feel like I'm an old man trying to learn to use technology today. Oh, this is terrible. Anyway, thank you for joining me today. Glad you made it. Glad you tuned into this channel. Today we're out just for one of our first moto vlogs of the season. We tried to do one there a week or two ago, and that didn't work out very well. That was a bit of a fiasco. We did all kinds of recording. It was a decent run, everything, and no audio, period. So I am working to put something together with that. But we'll get some things taken care of. Today I'd like to talk to you about the Red Knights. I did a video when I first joined the Red Knights last year, and told you a little bit about that, told you that I was made the chaplain and everything. The Red Knights is an exclusive group, an exclusive club for firefighters only. I say firefighters only, firefighters and related people to firefighters, like spouses, children, things like that can become social members, but only firefighters, I believe, are active members. This is it is an MC, a motorcycle club, which for those of you familiar with the biker world, that it means something. There's motorcycle clubs, and then there's riders clubs, RCs, and many of them follow a particular structure. There is, you know, a hierarchy. There's a president, a vice president, road captains, sergeant at arms, treasurer, secretary, stuff like that. And that is typical of your RCs, and it is also typical of your MCs, and typical of your 1% MCs as well, the motorcycle clubs. The 1%ers are known as outlaw motorcycle clubs, and they all have a set structure. Though we have some similarities in our structure, like you know, we have a president, vice president, that kind of stuff. We have road captains and things like that. That's about it. That's about the only comparisons, really. The Red Knights to, say, you know, the Hells Angels or outlaw clubs like that. We are exclusively for firefighters. We maintain the same honor and respect that the fire service does. There's no discrimination as far as who can be in. You know, as long as you're a firefighter, you can be in. But in many clubs, in many riding clubs, many motorcycle clubs, there is a system for joining. Now, in the MC world, the 1% world, RC world as well, you get, if you wanted to join a motorcycle club, you would go through a process. At first, you'd become like a hang-around. You would be allowed to hang around the club, and then eventually you would get, you may get accepted to be a prospect. And during that prospecting phase, your loyalties are tested. You are proven in many different ways. In the outlaw club, that might not be things that are necessarily legal or what with a lot of us would be comfortable with. That stuff is not what happens with the Red Knights. The Red Knights are a club Do we, is there a point of having earned these patches like a prospect would to get into being a full patch member of a club? Yes, I would say that our patches are earned, but not in the traditional motorcycle club way. They're not. Similar to a military motorcycle club, those who are veterans, their patches were earned on the battlefield. They don't have to go through necessarily the prospecting phase or all that, from what I understand. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, but theirs is considerably different that way, because they have earned their patches truly on the battlefield as soldiers, and that is highly respected among the motorcycle world, motorcycle community. In a very similar way, if not the same way, firefighters in the Red Knights are seen the same way. We earned our patches. This patch is not just given to me because I paid some dues. This patch was earned over years of service. For me, it's been 17 years of service. A lot of sleepless nights, a lot of dedication, a lot of learning, a lot of studying, a lot of missed holidays and things like that. Yeah, I've been on the side of the road on accident scenes on Christmas morning, and my kids had to delay opening their gifts. It is what it is. And that's part of it. And so our patches were not earned through a prospecting process, but our patches are earned through years of service. And there's not a set number of years of service. If you've signed up and you've been a firefighter, whether you've been a career firefighter in a city, or whether you've been a volunteer firefighter in a small town, or whether you've worked industrial firefighting or airport crash rescue firefighting, those all qualify as being being a firefighter, and that your years of service mean you're in, because you've already paid your dues. You've already earned these patches, and earned the right to wear these patches, or the privilege of wearing these patches. So as I sit on the bike before you today, as we ride along here, and you see the patches on my chest, they're bigger on my back. I don't take these patches lightly. I know what's gone into them. I know what I've been through to get here. And to be quite blunt and frank with you, these scars are big and deep on a lot of us. We bear the scars emotionally and some physically for the job that we have done, for the service we have provided to our communities. The emotional scars are hard for anybody who's not served to understand. People in the police, people in the military, people in fire service have a similar bond in those things. Not the same. Facing fire is not the same as facing gunfire, I'll give you that. But there is that element of service and, element of courage that is necessary when for being a firefighter. And so these patches have cost us something. The emotional, mental scars that we have, that we carry from our years of service, they've cost us a lot. And so as we ride with the Red Knights, as we wear these patches, Many of us, some of us are retired, some of us are still serving, but we carry these patches with pride, and I don't mean a sinful pride like the Bible speaks against and calls it sin. I'm talking about an honor, a respect, a healthy sense of accomplishment and a satisfaction of having done our job and done the best we could, and have intervened when all else seemed, everything seemed lost. Even this today, as I'm sitting here on the bike, as I pulled up here and I'm sitting here, I'm reminded of some fire that's burning right now. A forest fire turned into an urban fire here on the island. It's a place called Adams Cove, and that's in an area that has some of my family heritage there. I got relatives in that area, distant relatives, albeit, but they are relatives. And I'm thinking of those firefighters. I'm thinking of them watching their neighbors' homes burn as they try to stop this fire, as they've been up long nights, and it's been a challenge and difficult for them in the last 48 hours. These patches mean something to us. Like I say, there's a deep emotional cost, a deep mental cost to wear the Red Knights patch, and I'm honored to do so. I'm also honored with the fact that this says chaplain. When I joined the Red Knights, I wasn't really expecting that. I can't say the thought didn't cross my mind that maybe eventually a chaplaincy would be on the table. I didn't know, but just in my ignorance, I didn't know if it would or not, but I wondered if it would. And I'm honored that this chapter, Newfoundland Chapter 2 of the Red Knights, has put me in that place of trust, that put me in that place of respect, to wear the chaplain patch, the chaplain rocker here. I don't take that lightly, because the way I see it, and this is my perspective of chaplaincy, is that given that patch, I carry a personal responsibility to help any one of our members, to talk, to counsel, to whatever. It's the same essentially as a pastoral role, and I'm just honored to do this. I appreciate each and every one of our members. Some I haven't met yet, but we will be getting together this year, and I'm excited for this opportunity, but I am also sobered at the responsibility, and I feel a sense that this patch too has been earned, though it was given to me pretty much right away because of my pastoral role. The last 35 years have prepared me for such a role as this. I've been in the ministry for 35 years. My family and I have served in various places. Originally, we started in Nova Scotia in an assistant pastor role. Then we were missionaries in Bolivia, South America for 6 years back in the 90s. And in 2001, we moved to this area and started Vista Independent Baptist Church. And I've been pastoring that, as well as a second church we've started, Solid Rock Baptist Church, about 85 kilometers north of Clarenville, in a place called Keels. I try to approach the chaplaincy like I've approached the ministry, and that is You do you do what's necessary. You do what you need to do, and trust God for the outcome. Trust God to take care of you. I approach firefighting the same way. I'm not reckless, but we go into dangerous situations to do what we got to do, and I feel that way with the fire service, and I carry that through. That's in ministry. That's in the chaplain position on the Red Knights. That's me. That's the perspective that I believe God wants me to have on all of this. So the patches on my chest mean something to me. They've been earned. They have been earned. Not that I'm the hero, because I'm not. If I can put it this way, God is. Because it's only by His grace and His strength that I've been able to live the life I've lived. And He's kept me safe and kept me through this. And I just, I thank Him. All the glory goes to Him. But I wear these patches with pride. I wear these patches with a respect for those who founded it and founded the Red Knights. There's just so much history. I don't know if I can even describe what I'm thinking today. I'm just rambling. I'm not rambling. I'm trying to find the right words as we've been out here today on the bike, and just feeling very contemplative about all of it. The Red Knights, the chaplaincy, the friendships I've already forged in the less than a year that I've been a member, the contact I've already had with the head chaplain in the U.S. of our organization. Just if you don't know, the Red Knights Motorcycle Club has right around 10,000 members from what I've read, from what I understand. That's worldwide. We have chapters all over the U.S. and Canada. There are 2 chapters here in the island of Newfoundland. There are chapters in various countries in Europe, England, Germany, many countries in Europe. There are some down in Australia, I believe, as well. So thanks for joining me today on this maybe a little more serious talk about who we are, who the Red Knights are, and why we ride, why we do what we do. And don't mistake us for bad guys. We are the good guys, and we're there to help. And the stories are endless of Red Knights who've been out on the highway, out on the roads, and stopped to help in time of need. And just appreciate them so much. Thanks for joining me today. Thanks for listening to this old man talk. I hope you've enjoyed the talk today. I hope you enjoyed the little ride. May God bless you, and have a great day.